Bonjour! Wearing head-to-toe designer brands does not make you look rich, classy, and sophisticated. In fact, you can still make six figures and still looking cheap and poor. Looking classy, sophisticated, expensive has nothing to do only with money. Of course, you need to earn some money to afford luxury brands, but not all luxury brands are equal. Some luxury brands are very well known for their craftsmanship, their sophistication and their elegance, while others are still looking cheap and tacky. In this video, I will show you the 10 luxury brands that look cheap and poor. If you are interested to know which brand you should avoid if you want to look rich, expensive and sophisticated, watch this video until the end. A little disclaimer, if you love or wear these luxury brands, please don't get offended. Everybody has different tastes. It's just that these luxury brands are not aligned with looking expensive, chic and classy. The first luxury brand that looked cheap in 2024 is one of the oldest Parisian brands. This is Balmain. It was one of the best luxury brands in the world. Founded by Pierre Balmain, the brand was really well known to be the second Christian Dior. Balmain was famous for the craftsmanship, the quality and the prestige of these luxury brands. Unfortunately, with time, Balmain became more and more commercial, industrial, only worn by big influencers, the Kardashian family, for example. Flashy, very bling bling, very cliché with a lot of bold logo, the bold B logo all over the collection. And if you pay attention to the last collection from Olivier Rousteing, you can see that everything is very bling bling. The last bag from Balmain, for example, the Bee-Buzz bag is the perfect example of what Balmain is doing, really transforming what was a classy, sophisticated luxury brand to something super commercial. This Bee-Buzz bag looked like to me a €100, $100 bag. So for this reason, Balmain does not look like an expensive or chic, sophisticated luxury brand. Very wealthy people don't wear Balmain. The second luxury brand you should avoid if you want to look rich and expensive. This brand is very well known and I'm pretty sure that you have both from the brand. This is Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton was a prestigious family and artisanal luxury brand until Bernard Arnault decided to acquire Louis Vuitton and made a huge shift in the strategy of Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton became more and more commercial, more and more accessible. The price point of Louis Vuitton items, bag or clothes are, I will say, accessible, and this is the premium entry level to luxury. If you take the Neverfull bag example, which is the perfect example of what is, I would say, an accessible luxury bag. This bag is not handmade anymore. It's not even produced in France. There's also a lot of chance that you will see someone wearing the Neverfull. In fact, when I was living in the States, I see so many Neverfull bags out there, and most of the time people really think that the Neverfull bag is a luxury bag. This is absolutely not the case. The fact that also this bag does not cost to produce less than $50 and the bag resell at around $1,000, $1,500. If you want to look rich, expensive and sophisticated, don't buy Louis Vuitton. Unfortunately, people still buy Louis Vuitton because this is one of the most accessible luxury brands.
Because Louis Vuitton customers, and you have lots of Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton lovers.
What do you are? Look at that. How much is all that stuff worth?
Well, we're priceless.
What do you guys do for work, if you don't mind me asking? Dentist. Okay.
And I'm therapist.
Okay. How much can one make per year in your position, both of you?
200.
200.
About 50.
What I found interesting is that basically no one I interviewed seemed like multi-millionaires, but rather normal people just like us.
When you start to earn some money, but you don't know anything about luxury, because to know what is luxury, you need to acquire some taste, you need to acquire some kind of sophistication and refinement. Louis Vuitton looks super appealing because the price tag is not super high. It's kind of medium level, entry-level, accessible luxury brand. Not to mention that the Louis Vuitton monogram looks cheap and bold at the same time. It's very flashy. You will get noticed, you will receive a lot of attention because of this monogram logo. And it's a mistake to think that because you are wearing a logo or something that is expensive, you are wearing luxury. It's absolutely not the case. Louis Vuitton is the perfect example of a luxury brand that is super accessible, but does not look expensive or classy. The next luxury brands that look cheap, this is Gucci. Gucci used to be a very prestigious luxury brand in the 50s, and I think the big area of Gucci was until the 80s, the 90s. Very prestigious, very discreet, and it was one of the favorite luxury brands of old money people in Europe. Yes, yes. Until the brand decided to be super commercial. Same thing as Louis Vuitton. They rebrand themselves using the monogram, the Gucci monogram, as a sign of luxury. So you will see the Gucci monogram all over Gucci boutique, all over Gucci collection. Due to the excessive use of the Gucci logo on various products associated with the gaudy and tacky aesthetic, Gucci products, also like Louis Vuitton, are now widely fabricated, widely copied around the world. It also has a huge impact on the exclusiveness and the prestige of the brand. The next luxury brand you should avoid if you want to look rich, and this one is an American brand, very well known for its like dark, gothic and super eccentric style. This is Owens. Owens is a luxury American brand known for its avant-garde, gothic, super dark and eccentric style. The problem with Owens is that most of the Owens collection are not wearable. It's super eccentric, so most of the Owens is not really wearable for a sophisticated and I will say expensive or rich people. Owens looks very appealing to a specific group of fashion consumers, someone who is like probably love the avant-garde and also artistic style of the brand. If you want to look rich, expensive and sophisticated, this is probably a brand you should avoid. The next luxury brands that look cheap is very well known to be flashy and bling bling. This is Versace. The brand created by Gianni Versace was very well known to be baroque, eccentric, a little bit bling bling at that time. But this luxury brand was very prestigious, I think in the 80s, in the 90s during Gianni Versace time. But if the brush print of Gianni Versace was super trendy in the 90s, it was also a time where the monogram, the luxury logo monogram was appealing. Today, in the quite luxury area, quite luxury trend, this monogram looks a little bit cheap and tacky. And the brand's DNA rely heavily on the monogram. You will see the logo monogram Versace everywhere on the different collection. Another thing also about Versace is the fact that the brand has been acquired in 2018 by Mickael Kors and became another label of the very commercial Mickael Kors style. When sold to Mickael Kors, the plan was not to rebrand the artistic direction of the brand, but to increase retail presence. And the fact that Versace, who was higher in the luxury pyramid compared to Mickael Kors, Versace was here and Mickael Kors were like a medium, I would say, low entry level in the luxury pyramids, has really downgraded Versace. So now Versace is more and more commercial, also because it was acquired by Mickael Kors. Now we can talk about Mickael Kors, which is another luxury brand you should avoid if you want to look expensive and rich. Mickael Kors is not really a luxury brand, but many people still consider Mickael Kors as one of the lowest, or we'll say medium entry-level luxury brands. I will say the thing that is super interesting about Mickael Kors is that the retail presence. Mickael Kors is sold in different luxury retailers. Mickael Kors started to sell his own product, for example, in Bergdorf Goodman, which is one of the highest or most luxury retailer in the world. but the product of Mickael Kors are not really luxury. If you take a look at the bags, for example, the bags of Mickael Kors, which are priced under $500, most of these bags really look like fake cheap bag. The bags are not really made with true leathers. You're gonna see also this super flashy bold Mickael Kors logo. To be honest with you, there are so many better options at the same price tag than Mickael Kors, and they are really looking super more expensive. I would say that Mickael Kors is a popular entry-level luxury brand, but if you want to look expensive and rich, you should avoid to wear Mickael Kors. The next luxury brands that look cheap is also another Italian brand. This one is super interesting. This is Moschino. Moschino was known for its strong and bold campaign in the 90s, developed on a unique design language, including prints with polka dots and fruit symbols such as the earth or the peace signs. But the problem with Moschino is that the brand became more and more commercial by opening a lot of different retailers all over the world, and also by opening new entry or super accessible lines such as Moschino Love or also Moschino Cheap and Chic. Not to mention also that Jeremy Scott, creative director, used the pop culture to downgrade the luxury side of the brand. The goal was to make it more commercial by hiding American consumer culture fashion gags, launching perfume in the shape of a cleaning supplies, or iconic McDonald's logo jacket, Marlboro handbag. And soon enough, Moschino became more and more a streetwear luxury brand than something that is classy and sophisticated. Moschino looks funny, eccentric, but does it look super classy, sophisticated, and rich? I'm not sure. The next luxury brand that looks cheap is Discovered. Very bling bling, super bold with this logo all over the collection. If you remember also the white tee with Discovered in big letters. I remember that the brand was super trendy. I will say 5-8 years ago. Discovered was all over social media. I remember also a lot of people wearing the Discovered white tee, but today the brand is not that trendy or not that popular regarding of the quite luxury area. It's too bold, too flashy, too bling bling to look classy, chic and expensive. This is a brand you should definitely avoid if you want to look wealthy. Wealthy people don't wear Discovered. And the next luxury brand that look cheap is a French one, and this one was very well known to be one of the most prestigious luxury brands in Europe. This is Balenciaga. Balenciaga was founded by Cristobal Balenciaga and was one of the best luxury brands in the world. A lot of aristocrats, celebrities, all money, super wealthy family in Europe used to wear Balenciaga. It's such a shame to see how this brand was known for one of the best luxury brands in the world became super commercial. Horrible design, look at these shoes, look at this super bold and flashy logo all over the collection. If you want to look rich, expensive and classy, this is the brand you should absolutely avoid, just also because they created what they call a new trend. It's to buy super expensive, overpriced items because they look poor. Remember the trash bag, for example, this bag, which really looks like a real trash bag. Remember the distressed shoes? Remember these shoes? These extra special edition sneakers almost look like as if the shoes had been buried underground and left to decompose. The cotton fabric showcases a much frayed look. So you are paying over 1,000 of distressed and frayed shoes to look like someone who is poor. Very interesting trend created only by Balenciaga. And the last one, the last for the best. I don't know how to say, but in French we say la meilleure pour la fin. I think this one it's the best of the best. And especially if you want to look classy, sophisticated, elegant, you should absolutely avoid this luxury brand that looks super, super cheap. This is Philipp Plein. Nouveau riche, bling bling, flashy skeleton design, fake diamonds. Philipp Plein is well known to be the king of bad taste. And the more bling, the better for Philipp Plein. The brand is not really well known for craftsmanship, quality, discreet or super sophisticated items. The brand really screams nouveau riche, but there's no way you can look expensive and sophisticated by wearing Philipp Plein. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget also to check my other videos about luxury and luxury shopping in Paris. And I see you very soon for another one.